Nestle provides you with tastier and healthier everyday choices to enhance your quality of life. Nestle, good food, good life.
Someone once said that if we weren't meant to eat sugar, dentists would never have been invented. Unfortunately, sugar has become the big bad wolf of the dietary world. But today, we're definitely not going to sugarcoat the facts.
Most of us just can't resist giving in to our sweet tooth, and we asked Nazneen Khan from Nestle to explain the role that sugar plays in our diet.
Nazneen, why does sugar have such a bad reputation?
Let's take a step back first. I think it's important for us to understand what sugar is, where it comes from, what it does for us before we're so ready to condemn it. If we're looking at sugar, it's the basic unit of energy that our body needs to perform its daily duties. So whether it be sleeping, whether it be breathing, whether it be thinking, we still need glucose. And glucose is found mainly in our starches or in our carbohydrates.
What are the guidelines to reading food labels when it comes to checking the content of sugar?
It's important to be able to identify how you look at sugar. So if we're looking at a jam label, for example, anything that has OSE at the end, so glucose, fructose, would be a sugar. And it's important to identify that on a label to be able to ascertain whether it has sugar in it or not.
All this talk of sugar definitely calls for a treat. Let's go.
Sugars are found in the tissues of most plants, which is why many fruits and vegetables have a sweet taste. However, the granulated sugar we're familiar with is extracted from sugarcane or sugar beet plants.
This looks so yummy, but how much sugar should we consume as part of a healthy diet?
We don't have any kind of guidelines, not the American Dietetics Association, nor do we as South Africans have any specific guidelines that say have 2 teaspoons of sugar, have 5 teaspoons of sugar. What we do know is that we need to restrict sugar to an absolute minimum. If you're drinking a can of regular cola, there's about 7 teaspoons of sugar in one can. So ideally you want to keep it to as little as possible, and as a rule of thumb we say about 5 teaspoons of added sugar in your daily diet.
Does sugar cause obesity?
Anything in excess, Vicky, can actually cause obesity. We know that whether it be fat, whether it be something healthy for you, whether it be sugar, if you're eating too much of it, you're going to pile on the calories that might be over the amount that you actually need for your daily activity. And we also know that South Africans are generally a sedentary type of population. So we don't get as much exercise, we don't get as much activity as we should. So the general idea is that you need to apply the principles of moderation. You need to be able to have a well-balanced diet, which means that you eat specific amounts of your starches, specific amounts of your proteins. Make sure that you get some fats, because it's not good to eliminate all fats. And then you have a little bit of sugar, because let's face it, it's divine.
Sugar can be substituted with something that duplicates the effect in taste but with less food energy. These sugar substitutes can be natural or synthetic.
Are things like agave, honey or stevia a healthy substitute to sugar?
The glucose at the end of the breakdown process, whether it be honey, whether it be table sugar, the body utilizes it in the same way. We do know that honey has lots of medicinal benefits. We know that if it's applied to a wound, it actually helps heal the wound faster. However, again, gram for gram, it gives you the same amount of energy that sugar gives you. Stevia, on the other hand, is marketed as a natural sweetener and is suggested to be about 200 to 300 times sweeter than sugar. It's generally regarded as safe, so it's a specific derivative of the stevia plant that comes from somewhere in South America that actually has been powdered and used as a sweetener, as a sugar substitute.
Sugar substitutes can be beneficial to individuals trying to lose weight or diabetics by reducing kilojoule intake and helping to maintain a steady blood glucose level.
As the old saying goes, too much of a good thing can be bad for you. So as long as you remember to enjoy sugar in moderation, you can most definitely have your cake and eat it.
Nestle provides you with tastier and healthier everyday choices to enhance your quality of life. Nestle, good food, good life.